Hi guys, what's going on? My name is Aisha. I'm gonna tell you what we are doing wrong. Not me or you, but every single person in the world. If this is your first time here and you love architecture and wanna learn more about it, start now by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss anything. Architecture is a human places the natural ecosystem. And each time we build, we whip out plants, trees, and all of vegetation that is already existed in the site of the project. Okay, architecture goal is about creating structures for humans to live in, but by what right we are destroying it? We are the human beings, part of Earth ecosystem. We are part of the universe, right? Although we tend to forget about it. Put yourself in the plant situation. Are you gonna accept that plants whip you out? Of course no, you will not. Because you have a brain and you can defend yourself. You can stop it from doing that, but the trees can't stop you. They don't have anyone to protect them. By what right do you destroy nature? Logically, architecture should have a theoretical basis that begins with the natural ecosystem. We have to build with materials, with very specific ways. We need to think hundreds of times before we take out a single tree leaf. We create a lot of materials from the materials itself. We take from the nature, right? We are taken from the nature, stone, sand, wood, tree leaves, and many things. Then we transform them in different degrees, such as glass, steel, sheets, for example. But by creating these materials, the process of creating it uses a lot of energy. And this energy have also a high cost money, not to mention the environmental pollution that it makes. So as we an architects and we love sustainability, can you see any sustainable solution here? No, absolutely you can't. This cannot be the basis of any sustainable solution, not to mention all of the industrial hype. Using a lot of raw materials is the consequences of separation from nature and a blind belief in technology. We are not connected anymore with nature, which is the main cause that we are even alive. The nature is the reason we are alive. It would also be good if the general public know all of this, not just architects. The advantage are that ordinary people will inhabit those buildings, while architects can choose to live and work whenever they want. The problem is the majority of buildings was and still establishing self-built informal settlements. People, not architects, are building these structures whenever they have a chance to cut out their agricultural land and build a building instead of it. These acts must stop, and you can't blame this farmer who is replacing his land with a building because the government give him the license of building. The place I live in, we have the same problem. This was agricultural land. All of this area was river, grass, trees, mountains, and many things. But what people are doing, they are whipping out their land and build a residential buildings instead of it. Not to mention, it's look like a normal, useless cigarette boxes. But the 90-100% of people doing that. The problem is not just because of this thing. It's because 70-100% of each building is empty, no one buying. First, because there is no services in the area, no serving market for the area. If you want to buy clothes, You have to go to the city, and if you decided to go to the city, you are going to wait minimum 30 minutes for a bus. Minimum. Also, here is a mountain area. When you build a building right next to one, they block the view. Those buildings in the back, a very few people will agree to live in. Now look at all this blocky area, all of these buildings. And you see that in each building there is maximum 3 houses are lived in. What I'm trying to explain is why we are building and do things we don't need. We are wiping out trees and the nature for nothing. Trees have soul, they are breathing and makes you breathe. This stuff must stop. How can you kill something breathing and make you breathe just like that for nothing? Everyone should know the importance of sustainable life. I'm not talking about only my country. That happens anywhere, one way or another. To create good buildings, we need a worldview, a healthy worldview that enables us to deeply understand things. The healthy outlook to the world depends on how we connect with nature, but the separation leads to dangerous situation. All of these stuffs happens because lack of a human awareness, our personal and emotional connection to the universe. When people don't feel the value of the nature and the universe, that means they are not connected to it anymore. Unfortunately, when a human being is connected to the universe, he would know that distinguish between good and bad, right and wrong, beautiful and ugly. But the unconnected human being feed natural toxic products and make him think they are good. That's really stressed me out. I hate to see trees cutting out. But what I'm asking you, if you are an architect, please learn sustainable green architecture. Not just learn it, use it. Please use it and spread it. It's my job and yours. It's all architects' job to make people understand the value of plants, of nature. And if you're not an architect, I'm asking you to think hundreds of times before hurting tree or flower. And if you're a businessman, please don't build without considering of the nature. Build with nature. Don't cut a tree to build a building. And if you cut one, plant a lot of in your project. Replace it with many. And if you are a government man, please stop people of destroying nature and make people understand how nature is important. That was all for today. Thank you for watching, and sorry to be so serious, but it's really stressed me out. Before I go, tell me guys, what is the most annoying architectural problem you see? Tell me down below in the comments. Also, if you want to know more about architecture and you love architecture, want to learn more about it, consider subscribing. Have a nice day and good luck.